Hey guys, we are back for a conversation. September the 17th is nearing, and I am so excited to begin a conversation with you. I wanted to do one last episode before starting the conversation, just to help us be at peace with some of the things that are going to grace or be said on this podcast. I want to talk about peace. Life comes when you exhale. Peace, that is. Creation happens when you're at peace with life and everything starts to slow so you can think and evaluate things. I believe I'm at that stage of life where listening and learning occur. That still small voice comes when you have made peace with everything around you. Family, let's create. Let's contemplate life with answers with a conversation. Let's share nights that are less daunting and spend waking hours thinking of ways to build and create those things that bring meaning. I wouldn't say we are seeking affluenza, such as success, money, a comfortable living, or material things, but inner peace with a conversation. Turmoil at this point will dissipate. Life no longer has to be rushed. Time will slow, and having to be on the go all the time will fade with the notion. I used to have a regimented life, one that required a certain level of prestige and glamour. It was a must to present myself in a certain way, and my children had to fit a certain mold. Well, that became stressful, to say the least. Life in this way, I realized, was molded and viewed from others' point of view, one of whom I thought I had to fit into. When I began to slow down and evaluate why I had to level up this way, I realized that life is about purpose, not acquired things. I also had to learn what I believed shaped everything. Once I started to evaluate how I viewed life, it all began to make sense. Those that I had trusted shaped my worldview, and let's say most of it was hogwash. Conversation won't always happen until the one with whom you must have a conversation is at peace with the decision to have it. The world is not at peace, and neither are those that live in it. People have trained their mind to think and say what helps them sleep at night. That could mean avoiding you and not having a conversation. Their choice is to quench that innate consciousness and spirit. Consciousness is not something natural. Consciousness is something many people are devoid of. It is that inner voice that tells your heart to make the right choices. After being quenched for so long, it dies, because many of us are the walking dead. I have developed the saying, "I agree to disagree," as a slogan. Some people may view a conversation as arguing, not seeing eye to eye, but the real reason is, I just don't want to hear your mental reasoning. And that is okay. I pray now for others to gain consciousness. Some just don't have the vocabulary to express themselves in words or feel they are above you to answer. Others may not have the ability to understand what is being conveyed, while some just don't have a clue. In either case, however, you determine and proceed with your healing. Karma will have its dealings. Most would say I have a direct way of saying things, but I agree to disagree. I like to be honest. The truth truly does set me free. Don't ask if you don't want me to tell. I have always learned to not have preconceived notions. They only cloud your judgment. Moving forward into a conversation, I want to uncover so many things that no one wants to have a conversation about. But you must be devoid of bias. What you believe in each episode, take it or leave it. One thing is for sure, you'll need inner peace to digest a conversation. Until next time, keep thinking of ways to not pass judgment. Try to make sense of where your person comes from. This is one way to protect your peace. You have allowed yourself to create. You can see people and life for what it is. And when you hear that small, still voice telling you it's time to create, it'll be solid. Trust me. You'll find yourself understanding where your person is at the moment, as some grow faster than others. That small, still voice can also speak wisdom to help you discern what is really happening. Human reasoning is devoid of solid judgment. But in a moment, you'll breathe life into both situations. Life is what you speak into existence, not what others say it is. And life doesn't evolve without having a conversation with yourself or someone else. I choose to speak life to myself. Would you help me to speak life into others by sharing a conversation? Follow, subscribe, and share what you've heard. Until our next conversation, talk to you soon.